Did you know you can make whipping cream with real cream with just a bottle? Let's check it out and see if it really works. I'm going to pour, less than half in here. And you know what? I need a sweetener and I forgot to grab it. So this is what I'm going to use. It's just stevia. And I like it sweet, so I'm going to put more in there than you might want. There it goes. Oh, and if you use stevia, you need like just a little dash of salt. Tiny little bit. I don't know why, but it brings out the sweetness. And those are my dogs you hear, and my bird. I live in a loud house. So, we got on, now we're going to shake it. Shake, 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 shake. I've done this once before. It was many years ago. I was a teenager, and it was at, I don't know, it was with a group of little kids, and we were showing them how you can make whipping cream. No, we were showing them how you can make butter from cream. But we're not making butter, so we're not going to whip it that long. Whip it? Shake it. We're not going to shake it that long. We're just going to shake it a little while. Oh, I think we'll hear the difference. I might want to fast forward through this for you guys because this might take a while. A long while. So, shake, 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 shake. You know, if you're frustrated about something, this is a good way to get your frustrations out. You just shake, 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 like that. Peeping from my microwave. That might frustrate some people. Hang on. Okay. Now it won't be peeping anymore. Shake, 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 shake. When we did this with the kids, we passed it around so each of them had a chance to shake it. The dogs are getting a little crazy there. Hey, dogs, they're gonna tear each other up there. No, I'm just kidding. They're not. They're just playing. They're just playing. Oh, this is not for the weak at heart, the weak arms. Oh, hang on. Come here. This is one of my dogs. Oh, it's precious. Okay. That's not the dog you were hearing. That's not the dog you were hearing. You were hearing my other dogs, but I can't show you them now. You'll just have to take my word for it. Oh, I thought this would go faster. I really thought it would go faster. My hair is getting in my face, and my mouth, and my eyes, and I'm just shaking this whipping cream. I know, you said, I don't believe you, girl, but really, it really will work. It will, I tell you. I suspect if you had one of those little wire ball things that go inside some of these bottles, like a protein shake bottle, then it might go faster. Oh, I think I'm out of shape. Yeah, did you hear my bird? Tina's a Senegal parrot. Tina, was that you? Tina's a boy, but Tina's a girl name because when we got Tina, he was a rescue bird, and the first day we had him, he bit my daughter, and she said, he is evil. Evil. And that reminded us of the Twilight Zone episode of the doll talking Tina. Have you ever seen that? You should look it up. It's probably on YouTube. So, not knowing that Tina was a male, we named the bird Tina, and Tina's kept that name ever since. He's not so evil, but he's not friendly at all. But now I can reach in his cage to feed him and change his water, but I won't get too close to him because I don't want to be bitten because he's got a strong beak. Ugh. I don't have any frustrations to take out. Oh, I told my daughter this would work, so that's why I'm doing this, so I can show her. All right, what are we up to in time? 4.5 minutes almost. Oh boy. Maybe I put too much and I should have started with a smaller amount. This is why they have beaters. So you can just beat it up. You know, you can use a mixer. I mean, I have a perfectly good KitchenAid sitting right here on the counter next to me. But that's not the point. The point is to show that this can be done without an electric mixer. You just gotta shake, 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 shake. Well, let me check. See if I've done any. Ooh, 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 it's starting to get thick. Look at that. Ooh, okay, don't give up. Keep going. You know, you can add real sugar to this instead of stevia. You could add a splash of vanilla or some other flavor, maybe bourbon. I don't know. What flavors do you like? I personally like vanilla, so that's what I would add. Oh, hey, look. I look like Cousin It now. I came home from Nepal 2 days ago. I went on a trip there. So I guess I could tell you about my trip. I flew to, I drove to Chicago with a group. I didn't go by myself. I went with the group. We drove to Chicago and we we caught a flight to Qatar or Qatar. And we had a layover, and then we went from Qatar or Qatar. I've heard it says, I can't talk tonight. I've heard it said different ways. And from there, we flew to Kathmandu. And from Kathmandu, we flew to Pokhara. And from Pokhara, we got in, they weren't jeeps, but jeep-like vehicles. And we drove 10 hours up to Lomantong. And from there, we hiked. No, we drove. We drove to I was told it was one of the most remote locations in Nepal, in the Himalayas. And it wasn't a village or anything. It was a home. I don't know. There were people living there. That's the thing. And they had yaks. So we got to see yaks, and I got to ride a yak. Okay, I didn't really get to ride it. I got to sit on it. And then they gave us a tour of their home, and it was this low tent structure. It was really cool. And then they said, we had a translator with us, a guide, and he told us they asked us if we wanted to try yak milk, and I'm like, yeah, I want to try yak milk. Who wouldn't want to try yak milk? So got to try yak milk, and I was expecting it to taste like goat's milk, but it did not taste like goat's milk. It was very sweet. Of course, I haven't had fresh cow's milk in years, so I haven't even had cow's milk in years. So I'm not sure how it would compare to cow's milk. I think it was sweeter. So they did boil it before we drank it, so it was pasteurized. That's good, because at first we're like drinking raw yak milk. We'd been advised not to eat the lettuce and stuff in Nepal because evidently Americans who go to Nepal have weak stomachs. So at first when they offered us, I think it's changing. Yak's milk, they told us. Okay, I think it's changed. Let's see. Ooh, let's try it. Oh, it's getting thick, not thick enough yet, so I gotta keep going. Oh boy, you're gonna hear my whole story from Nepal at this rate. Okay, so where was I? They offered us the yak's milk, and I'm like, yeah, I want to try yak's milk. And then they had yak cheese, and it was, I think it was probably like curds, but they put it out and it dries hard. And then I guess you soak it and eat it or whatever. So I tried that too, and that was pretty good. But the yak's milk, it was surprisingly good. I'm like, this is pretty good. So that was fun. And they let me video when I was in there. So they welcomed us into their home. And then they made these little bracelets out of cotton string, and it was just some kind of fancy braid. And they wanted to sell it to us. Well, how can, what an honor. They let us in their home and to tour their home. I mean, it was just a big open tent. And offered us a beverage, a warm beverage at that, and cheese, and they were just so kind and welcoming. Now, I'd heard this is the remotest of Nepali people. This is as remote as it gets. But you know what was surprising? They had cell phones. I guess with this group, they'd gone before. Some of the people from the group I went, this was the second time. And the first time they went, probably 5 years ago, they said there was no cell phone reception up there, but a lot has changed in 5 years. So these people that live in the remotest part of Nepal had cell phones. That was pretty cool. And I wasn't prepared for that. So I didn't have an international calling plan on my phone. Oh, okay. This is like the worst thing ever. But you got to hear a story about Nepal. I have lots of stories. What a beautiful country. But let me tell you, those roads, that 10 hours of driving, it was maybe more than 10 hours because we took it in a two-day trip. We spent the night at what do they call them? Not a hotel, but I can't think of what they're called. Ooh, I think it's getting thicker. Anyway, like a hotel. We spent a night there, but when we drove back down the mountain, the mountains, we did it all in one day. And was it 12 or 13 hours? It was a very long day to drive from Lomantang. I'm saying it wrong. I'm very sorry to all of you guys from Nepal and who speak the language. So we drove back down to Pokhara, and along the way we came to the road. Traffic was stopped on the road, and there'd been a landslide. But what was amazing was that there were already 2 backhoes out there clearing it. So I don't know how long it had been there. There weren't that many cars. Oh, one thing that really surprised me about Nepal, especially driving on these roads that look like constructions, that you were in the middle of a construction site, was that there was so much traffic. And then they had these tour buses. Oh, that was scary. I don't know how they did that. I'm like, let's see, is it getting thicker? Oh, it's getting thicker. Woo! Okay, I'm making a mess. I think a little bit longer. What's my time here? 12 and a half minutes. Okay, it's only been 12 minutes, but I exaggerate a little bit. And I've taken a few breaks. But it can be done, and I think this is a good arm workout. Your arms and your shoulders, I can really feel it in this one, probably because I've been using this arm more. Yeah, and my dogs have settled down for a moment anyway, and the birds, I said for a moment anyway. It's getting thicker, I can feel it. I don't want it to turn to butter though. Hey, little doggy, settle down. Ooh. Oh. They've got her trapped. I have 2 big dogs too. Well, I don't think she's really trapped, but they're trying to reach her. She's under the table. You saw how little she was. I held her in my arms. My little tiny min pin. Yeah. Her name is Piper, by the way. She's a good dog most of the time. You know. Oh, it's not mixing very much anymore. I can't feel it. So I think it's probably good enough. Oh, look at that. Ah, yeah, it got thick. Oh, wow. Ah. So you can make whipping cream. You can make whipped cream from whipping cream. Heavy whipping cream. Don't worry, I'm the only one that's going to eat this. Look at that, and it only took 13 minutes and 56 seconds. Thanks for watching. Hey, and if you try this, let me know. Let me know how it turns out. Bye. My dogs. This is Wilder, and this is Natty. Hi, Natty. Ooh. Of course I can't leave you hanging. I gotta try it. Look at that.